to a bank up to 90%. So you guys have more liquidity to continue working on what you're doing, building an application or building a game. I won't really touch on those two last products in terms of the bonding services or even the political risk insurance, but just quickly on the bonding services, each time you're being asked to provide a performance bond or a letter of credit or a letter of guarantee, well, EDC can really help you with this, once again providing 100% guarantee to your institution to release the collateral. So let's dive into our strategy for to support the new media industry. So the first one is with Canadian exporters. So I've talked about the account receivable insurance, which 90% guarantee under your receivable, and the other one, well, is the export guarantee. So once again, a guarantee to your bank up to 90%. The account receivable obviously protects and gives you the peace of mind that if your account goes bankrupt, well, we're the one covering it for it. But your banker will also really appreciate that same tools because they'll be able to factor and provide you with working capital because they know that the receivable is being insured. In terms of foreign buyers, well, what that means for new media, or even, let's say, if we go more into details for gaming, for instance, and if we're going, let's say, at AAA console gaming, where we know that now, to build a good game, well, the budget for development goes from 15 to 20 to 25, even $30 million. And the big publisher, well, as most of you guys know, it's done through work for hire, so they'll advance the fund every month, every quarter, once you deliver. What EDC is able to do is finance the end buyers. So let's say the Sony, the Activision, THQ, all these companies, and they only pay us interest quarterly. And once the game is on the shelf of, let's say, the Walmart, let's say, the Target, Future Shop, Best Buy, well, this is where the games start to make money. That's where they pay us back. So that's part of our strategy as well. So that's for our foreign buyers. What we do now to connect the export buyers, so the Canadian company with the foreign buyer, is what we call matchmaking. This is something that EDC has been pretty active in doing. Obviously, we did connect with our partner with DFAIT, Wavefront, and other associations all across Canada to bring those big buyers in those clusters and obviously to have those matchmaking. While this one for Nokia, it's part of those matchmaking. What we've done in the new media as well, last summer in August, we held a matchmaking session with Sony Computer Entertainment of America here in Toronto and one in Ottawa to introduce once again Canadian gaming company for their PSN network, so their PlayStation network. We are also planning a matchmaking with Big Fish game that's happening during GDC in San Francisco, so it's at the Game Developers Conference. It's one of, I think it's the biggest conference for game developers. Big Fish is the one that's involved basically more into the casual and social gaming. They do have a mobile portal though that they're trying to get more sell out of it, by the way. The other aspect is under Canadian direct investment abroad. What that means is, let's say, if you are seeking to get additional working capital because you want to, let's say, create a joint venture with a potential partner, let's say in Brazil or in Europe or somewhere, well, EDC once again has the potential to provide working capital, to provide financing for a Canadian company to open an office abroad or just to have a sales office abroad, just for you guys to be able to better penetrate the market. Quick slide on our Canadian game industry value chain. So this is basically, I like to compare this as a food or a restaurant menu. So there's more than 530 companies in that same value chain, and what